so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. No, 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 no. trouble, you best beware. And though deep down, I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too, I just can't quit you now 'cause I love you. Yes, I do. I can't let you go, baby. I can't let you go, baby. 'Cause I love you, I love you, I love you. No, 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 no. Cause I love you, baby. No, 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 no. Can't let you go. Cause I love you, yeah. There was a time I didn't have romance, but after I met you, I felt it was my chance. But nobody tells me good things about you, baby. I'm gonna stay right here, and I don't mean maybe. Yeah. I can't let you go. I can't let you go. Yeah. I can't let you go. Yeah. I can't let. I can't let. I can't let. Yeah. I can't let. I can't let. Yeah. You can't tell me to let go, baby. 'Cause I love you. I love you. Yeah. 'Cause I love.
Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing pretty good, right? Hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing, let's just say, all right, guys. You guys know I'm still a little bit sick here. Basically, you're gonna see me drink a bunch of bottled water here. I got really lazy about like just going to the sink and getting water out the good old-fashioned way. So basically what I did is I just bought like a huge pack of some cheap water, and I was like, let me just guzzle this stuff down. So I've been guzzling down bottled water for a while now, but I am feeling good enough to talk. Over the past few days, there was actually a time where I couldn't talk because I tore part of my throat open by coughing, and I had to get some like little antibiotics and stuff. But overall, guys, I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for being concerned. I do appreciate that a lot. A lot to talk about here as far as Bitcoin is concerned. A lot of the big market moves here that we were going to talk about this week. So let's just actually hop right into it. There's going to be a lot to talk about here. Before I get started, I'll probably give Loki his treat. He's been waiting for a treat for a while here. So, Loki, here you go. Yep, there you go. Enjoy the treat. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. So happy to see everybody. My brain is like a little bit like off, just to be frank with you guys. I'm having some like brain fog issues, like just from like you know how when you get like 9 hours of sleep, but it's not the REM sleep, so you're not like fully rested. It's that type of like lag I'm experiencing. So just give me a moment here if I kind of like doze off for a second. I promise I'll be back to my old self in a little bit here. Okay. So there's a few things I wanted to talk to you guys about as far as Bitcoin was concerned, because the last stream I had with you guys, I believe, was Friday night, and that's when I was already starting to feel a little bit wonky there, right? And what we were talking about then is Jerome Powell with his speech coming out, and how I think actually it was Thursday. It was actually Thursday, yeah. I told you guys that I believed we were gonna break down from Jerome Powell's speech. Not necessarily a big crash or anything like that, but just if we were gonna break one way or the other, we were gonna be breaking down. And of course, we did manage to here. If I can zoom in just a little bit, we did have a small move down. I don't consider this anything too drastic, but you did see the Dow shut off 1,000 points. That was pretty substantial. And what I think this tells us here is that Jerome Powell is going to be pretty aggressive going after inflation, and he's going to be aggressive until inflation is at the 2% level that he wants. So I think we already kind of knew that, and I think we had already discussed all of this. But the big point is now the market knows, because he was so hawkish and talking about it. From the fundamentals of what the Federal Reserve is doing, nothing has changed. Just his voice has changed. I guess they might have thought he might be a little bit more weaker on it going forward. I think we all kind of assumed that wasn't going to happen, but the market did assume that was going to happen, which is why we had that big rally over the past few weeks. But now, everybody understands what Jerome Powell's plan is. The market's kind of understood it as well. We've priced it in, and now we're back into this kind of neutral zone here where, things aren't looking too bad, but I mean, it's not like it's the end of the world here, right? So let's kind of talk about a few different things going forward over the next few days and even weeks going into September here, because tomorrow is September 1st. Next month is my birthday. All right, so guys, we did have that death cross a while ago on the daily chart, and it didn't really end up meaning too much here. We did have that big drop, but I mean, it wasn't just because of this little death cross here. Right now, we're still taking some lower lows here, and that's fine. Lower low, lower low. We're hoping at the end of the day, we still just don't break down below the lows we experienced a couple months ago or a month ago. No, a couple months ago now. Yeah, from June 18th. We're just trying to stay above the $17,500 range, guys. A couple things that I want to be paying attention to over the next few weeks here is this. So if you guys watch my video, if you guys watched my video this morning, it was a shorter one. I think it was like 6 minutes or so. I kind of gave you an idea of what was going on in my head as far as this death cross is concerned. I was going to talk to you guys about this, I believe, Sunday or even Monday or Tuesday, but I've been sick the whole time, kind of bedridden here. We've officially, on the exponential moving averages, we've had our first ever death cross with a 20-week exponential moving average coming down below the 200 weekly exponential moving average here. For the first time ever, let me just zoom out here so you guys can still see what I'm talking about. The green line basically has dropped down below that yellow line here. Let me put the pointer on here because I don't want the crosses. And both bad, bearish cycles that we had, whether you had COVID here or 2018 over here, it's never, ever happened. Didn't happen here. It came close. It didn't happen here. Go back all the way to 2015, 2014. Never, ever happened, guys. And, you can go back further, but the 20-week moving average doesn't go back that far because, of course, you need 200 weekly candles there. Sorry, guys. I haven't talked for like a protracted amount of time here, so I'm not entirely sure how my the phlegm in my throat is going to really deal with this. My main point here is this has never, ever happened, and I think this is more of a bearish sign going into September than a bullish sign. There is one way we can kind of get out of this, and we'll talk about this in a little bit, but the one thing that I want you guys to be paying attention to going into September here is just like how we just had this death cross here on the weekly moving averages for Bitcoin. If we go over to the simple moving averages, we're close to having another death cross here. I think I can confidently say we're going to have a death cross here. I would say maybe the second week, so September 12th, that week could be the death cross right there. So maybe we see a little bit more of a downward move during that time frame. But for now, here's, excuse me, guys. Here's kind of what I'm thinking about in a very simple to understand method of how I want to be trading this cycle. Okay. All right. So all I'm using for this kind of theory here is this little let's just say pause point we experienced in 2020. What I'm going to be using, I'm just going to be putting on where's my horizontal ray? There we go. Use this old level of support we have from way back over here around the 17,575 level. Excuse me, guys, again. All right, this is what I'm thinking about going forward. Probably even better to use the daily charts. Let's use the Bitcoin daily chart, but let's add the weekly moving averages, okay? So let's go this very fast. And let's move this over here. Let's go weekly, and right over here, weekly. Now, excuse me, guys. I know my mic kind of gets rid of some of the cheese. It shows it hasn't broken down. It has broken down. It's just because of the way that we've moved it over to a daily chart, okay? what I'm looking for right now, as far as all these moving averages are concerned, is, let me make sure that's fine. Week. Okay. Is this. If we get anywhere, let's just call it a nice buying zone here. And let's move this down around here. You know, let's just bump this up to 19,500 here. I think anywhere from 19,500 down to the old level or the support level we have way over here from June, around 17,500. I think that's going to be a solid buying opportunity for me to do some longs here. Until we start seeing these really aggressive moves on the downward side, which I think may happen sometime in September, I'm okay with buying at this low side, this low point right here, and then being able to try to scale back out somewhere. You know, I'm not going to be too aggressive here as far as when I want to scale at everybody. But, you know, somewhere selling around 21,000 and a half, 21,500, 500, all the way up here to 23,600. I think if you guys want to buy down here, sell down up here, that's kind of where I'm more excited. And, you know, obviously short up here, close those same shorts around here, cover those positions. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm pretty excited about September is because I think we're going to have one of those, another large move here coming pretty soon. And the reasoning for that is this. Okay, I'm about to chug some water. Excuse me, guys. You guys know that I like to kind of forecast moving averages. I wish there was a software that did that. There might be, but I just haven't found it just yet. Is if I wanted to draw a little pattern right here with this no magnet, awesome. If we look at the 20-week moving average here, we're coming down about that pace, right? About that pace. Well, we have this support down here. We have this resistance up here for a little bit of time, and we can actually even put this level of resistance up here as well. So the 200, just for the appearances here, let's make this look a little bit different. There we go. All right. Let's do a little bit of a measurement. Okay. If we kind of go off of this perceived moving average where it might be in the next few weeks here, this is going into October. Most likely we're going to have some fun with it in September if we have a little bit of a pop. Excuse me. That's about like 21 days away. Maybe if we go over here, like 28 days away, we should have a run up against this in September. That's my main point. Unless we flat out just crash. Okay. We're going to have an opportunity to either get rejected by this, which is going to force us back down below $18,000, which is going to be scary if that does happen, or we're going to have an opportunity to break above this 20-week moving average here and then try to actually make a move back up here towards the 200 weekly moving average. And then this is where, again, I don't think we're going to break above this, but I do think the big play for next month is going to be seeing if we're going to get rejected back down, or if we're going to find a way to actually break out above this. And let me, if we're going to be able to consolidate, break out, and make a large move back up towards $26,000 or so. I know the market looks a little bit more pessimistic right now off of what Jerome Powell says, but it doesn't mean the market's necessarily just going to have the ground fall from beneath it, so to speak. So I do think there is actually a good chance going into September, as long as the market's okay. I know pretty soon, I think in 2 weeks, we hear about the railroad workers strike going into effect. And from what I've read in the online articles, the Biden administration was so pro railroads, like really pro railroads, and not the unions, which is kind of, you know, what the unions are usually Democrat, right? That they're like so livid about it, they're salivating to go on strike basically. So I'm going to be interested to see how all that pans out. I still think there's a good opportunity later on this next month, I should say, where we manage to break out, and that's going to be a strong buy for me to try to push it up. Until then, I'm happy. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to be happy to keep on dollar cost averaging around this level, everybody. But as far as trades are concerned, if we manage to get back underneath $20,000, I think that's a good opportunity to go long. For at least holding for a specific amount of time, like let's say 2 to 3 weeks. After that, we can see what happens next. But I think anywhere under $20,000 is going to be a solid buy going forward here. Sorry, guys, I am losing my train of thought as I cough every few seconds here. But that really big concern everybody is, let me just get rid of all this stuff. It doesn't matter right now. If we do get rejected by this is where the big breakdown watch is going to be. So, in case I get sick again or I'm just not available to stream for whatever, if we do break down, be very prepared for, not necessarily a crash, but we could be moving back down here to like at least the $16,000 level, $15,000 level. It's going to be imperative that we actually find a way to break above but two things: the 20-week SMA and the 20-week EMA. This is the EMA here. So, right. Here's the EMA, simple moving averages. It hasn't happened just yet. If anything, this might happen sometime towards the end of September. So we might have this big move probably in the second to third week if you're using both the moving averages, or we can go second to fourth week. So just not the first week, probably not the first part of the second week. Towards the end of the second week, third and fourth week is when you might expect a larger move coming from Bitcoin going forward here, guys. And on the daily chart, for Bitcoin, you guys know this breakdown just looks so freaking nasty. We had a perfect point here, perfect point there, and you can see we broke down and just to kind of flutter around for a little bit before ultimately, breaking down again. The only way I see this being advantageous to use on my charts going forward is if I just use this as a breakdown point right here for this weekly chart, and even then I'm still going to be using a pretty basic support level down here around like 19,000 to the 17,500. So I still think that still think of it as a good buying level. Excuse me, guys. Now, two things here, because I'm gonna pretty soon. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hand it over to you guys for questions, because this is gonna be a shorter stream. I'm just getting back on the streaming bandwagon here, right? There's a couple things I wanted to talk to you guys about before I open it up to questions and stuff like that. Excuse me. So we know the Nasdaq's had a rough time after it kind of hit that peak and everything going on there with the S&P 500 Dow. We all know what's been going on there. I want you guys to be aware, that we did just break down a couple days ago. This trend line's been in the making for a while here. I think we do have a pretty decent level of support right around here, around 1251. So maybe that means tomorrow we have another bad day. Then maybe next week we actually find a decent bounce. And I think that's going to be the opportunity for you to buy up some Bitcoin over this weekend here, or even today if you wanted to. I would hope that we can actually have a more of a dip tomorrow. And then what you may see the Nasdaq do over the next few days, at least into next week, is try to hold. Because guys, the market, it's in a bad spot, but it's not like there's a reason for the market to keep on tanking like it is. It was just pricing in what Jerome Powell had said after it had a major run up here. And that major run up was fantastic. A lot of you guys made a lot of money. This is mostly for the members, or if you guys took any trades that I gave over the last few days here before I got sick. I haven't had a chance to make videos for members because of this now. But let me find this video or this picture here very fast. There we go. All right, so these are the options that we had been talking about. For some reason, the Tesla ones freaked out on me because of the split that Tesla did. So I'm just gonna take them off. Whatever. Tesla has been going down since I gave you the call. I should probably say that now. The daily charts, right? So it's still been going down, but it's not as nice as we would hope it to be because this little split here. All right. Anyway, but just look at the, if you guys look at these options here, they're all, oh man, all right. They've all made money. Netflix hasn't been the money maker that I've been hoping it would be. Nvidia has been amazing. It's up 240% since I gave you the calls. Remember, they expire in 2 weeks, so they still have a while for expiration. And Apple here, what is this? The Apple September 2020 23rd, September 23rd puts, those up 141%, and the September 16th 150 puts, I guess they're about up 196 or so. Excuse me, guys, I apologize. They're all doing relatively well. I wish Netflix was doing better here, but you can see I bought less in Netflix because I was less confident about the trade itself. This is prime scale out time. You don't have to sell all of your positions if you have any puts here. This is what I'm doing right now. Excuse me. I'm scaling out a little bit, and that's primarily because what we just talked about here as far as the Nasdaq is concerned. we might hit some support going into next week, and I don't want that time decay, the theta, to really start hurting some of those gains that I've been able to make over the past week or so. Excuse me, guys. So basically, I'm starting to scale out of those options. You guys can scale out if you want to. You guys can do whatever you want there. You guys can stay all in. Maybe some of you guys have already sold. I know some of you guys sold last Friday, before this during the 1,000-point drop day with Jerome Powell. So it's up to you guys at this point. I will keep you guys updated. Sorry, guys, but you guys know that these made some money. Now it's up to you guys, depending on how long you guys want to hold these. The majority of these expire in about 1 to 3 weeks, so you have plenty of time to scale out of them if you want to. Point being here, don't look at the money being made. Look at the percentages, because that's how you guys are going to have to grade yourselves on this trade. Okay, whether you guys took it or not. That's how I want you guys grading yourselves. Whether you guys made 141%, 196%, 240% with NVIDIA, or if you guys only made 22% off of Netflix like I did. I got to go back and see what did I do wrong there, even though I made some money, okay? Okay, buddy. There we go. And hey, Monica, thank you very much for the super chat. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you very much, very much. Oh my gosh, guys. I didn't think talking was going to be this rough, because I'm usually a pretty quiet guy off the screen. All right, thank you very, very much, Monica. I really, really do appreciate it. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please do not hesitate to let me know. And I'm happy you made some good money off the trade. I'm really excited for you. Write it in the trading journal and see what you did right, see what you did wrong, and I hope you make some more money off of those trades as well. I'll have some more coming forward, but those are those are some of the ones I want to let you guys know about last week. And now, Monica, you know how I feel when I open up options. I open up an option, it's red for like 3 days, and then all of a sudden it starts printing money. I wish I could time the market a little bit better, but if you were able to hold, it did make you guys some money there. All right, enough of me talking here. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm getting torn apart here by talking. Oof. All right, 15. There we go. And let's go over here to the second chart, and let's just kind of watch to see how this plays out. Okay. This is a little bit off, isn't it? There we go. Okay. We'll see how the rest of the stream goes, guys. I'm not doing so hot as I thought I was going to do. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see. And hey, Mr. Joker, oh snap, CPI might be the kicker. I mean, going into September, I think it'll be a big number here, even the one coming out pretty soon. I think no matter what happens, I think Jerome Powell is most likely going to do a 75 basis point rate hike. And I think the market is going to be pricing that in. I think this. I have been drinking lots of tea. I mean, like I had a cup of tea before the stream here. But man, yeah, this talking is not good for my throat apparently. Huh. Man. Thanks for a hit. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll try some of that black pepper and tea, honey, see me. Not sure if you can add coins to that ticker at the bottom, but algo would be cool. I can try. I think it only goes up to the top 200 coins or something like that, and maybe the top 100, but I think I can adjust it to more. And that comes from my website there, so I could probably change it up a little bit. Let's see. And hey, can't wait to quit my 9 to 5. Thoughts on GameStop? I haven't checked out GameStop in a hot minute. Let me check it out here. And you got some Jimmy. And you said you got some calls for 9:30. Okay, that's a month away. That's not too bad. Oh. I would say a lot of what you have to you're going to be dealing with is probably going to deal a little bit with earnings. Last earnings, a big spike. Yeah, pretty positive move. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So as far as I see from GameStop, I think today, if you were going to buy some calls, today was the day to test it out here. You're at the bottom of the range here. You've had an opportunity to see this kind of weird double top play out here. I don't even know if I want to call it a double top or not. As long as we can stay above, or GameStop can stay above this level of about $28.34 right down here, I'd be happy enough to start scaling out if it gets back above the $31 range, or let's just say $32 range up here. From there, sorry guys, yeah, this is gonna be bad. I didn't know talking was gonna be this hard, guys. I mean, I'd be happy to hold these options. You just want to see that it moves up in a pretty volatile way sometime in the next 2 weeks. I wouldn't hold them past 2 weeks, honestly, just because the theta is going to have a huge time decay. It happens a lot when you trading GameStop and AMC or any type of the meme stocks out there. So many people are buying these options up that the price is naturally inflated, so that when the time decay, the theta starts kicking in, it starts kicking in a little bit more aggressive than you might expect. So I'd be holding these for 2 weeks, even though the expiration date is for like a month out, and start scaling out probably around $32. And hopefully by the time it's $33, you might be like 40 to 50% out of the position. It may go back up this high, maybe, but that's where you scale out to can kind of soak in some of that profit there. And let's right here. And then maybe hope you feel better as well. COVID cough sucked when I had it. Well, see guys, what's surprising to me now, I barely coughed all day, but I also barely talked all day. So this is the first time I've actually been coughing. Like, I don't think you guys know this, but I live like, you know, I help my mom upstairs and my sister, sister's first day at school, but I don't talk hardly ever at home. I talk to Loki maybe every now and again, but commands and stuff, I don't actually talk that much in the daytime. So, but what do you call? Hey, Monica, it was a crazy ride, especially one day before the drop. After it just played as you wrote it. Just a great call. Futures are down. We'll sell leftovers tomorrow. I'm glad you made some really good money off of that, Monica. And hey, that's good buy zone for 88 for this next little run up. It's looking good for Bitcoin, so I would say probably good for 88, but let's double check that here. I mean, ADA has been bouncing pretty well off of this Fibonacci level down here, close to 42.5 cents. If you can get it back down there, maybe to 43 cents, and let's just less than 44 cents, I would say that's like prime real estate to be buying for another leg up here. But I think if you wanted to start accumulating, yeah. But I think it'd be better if you find a way to buy below 44 cents. But yeah, it looks like it's still a good zone. And I'm all right. After this, I'm done streaming. Sorry. I would say that under 44 cents is going to be fine. You can even buy it like at 44.60 here. I'm just being a little bit more greedy as far as what price I want to be buying into. But I think, you know, pretty consistently, this thing's been having a nice bounce right here. I would try to see if I can get it back down here over the next few days. If not, somewhere below 44 cents should be fine. All right, everybody. I'm going to cancel the stream a little bit earlier today, or just end it a little bit early today. I didn't think I was going to be able to cough this much, because I guess I wasn't prepared to talk, or yeah, well, you know what I mean. This is all the talking I normally do in my day. So I'll probably see you guys in like 2 days. I'm going to try to do just more videos for you guys until then, until my voice gets back up to normal, up to work. But this has been a good test run. COVID is still not out of my system, it appears. And the one thing that really got me bad during COVID was like coughing. The throat got sore. So I don't want to get my throat even more sore. Okay. So thanks, Ken. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys a little bit later, and I'm about to go have a cough attack. So thanks, everybody.